everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Shaneria, and this is Talking Crime. On today's video, if you guessed that it's another reaction video, well, you guessed correctly. Today, we have another reaction video, you guys. And before we get started, hit the subscribe button and join the family. Let's get started.
Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet. And to me, I feel like his life was cat. So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to get you me or whatever like that. So he like, you know, whatever. We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, cause like, you know, he's some fine shit. Like, I love dark skinned niggas. And when I say he's some fine shit, bitch, he's some fine shit. Or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, you know, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he young as fuck or whatever like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc. So, you know, like, that's my type. I love me a hood.
I don't mean no harm, but being materialistic always is a downfall.
Get money, nigga. So he asked for my number or whatever like that. So I gave him my number, and like, he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it was little signs that I didn't like. Like, if you know I'm on vacation with my kids, like, I remember I posted my drink or whatever, and I didn't text him right back. And he's on my phone like, oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting. Like, that right there was like you only have my number for like 20 minutes, like, chill out. But I let him slide. So we planned to see each other or whatever like this, like whatever like that on this Saturday. Let's say this Saturday, right? And we planned for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he really was on some shit where like he was like, oh, come whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like, whenever you could come, just come. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend from my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So that was my free weekend. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I thought he was a fake page at first or whatever like that, because it just was like too good to be true. So we would only text, and like, he'll tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back. So bitch, I started thinking like, bitch, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming. So now he got all that energy, he FaceTime me, etc. I got him on the phone before you really couldn't, like, he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTime me, he was real, looked the same, looked good as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So Friday come and we talk, and I'm like, you know, like, you ready? Like, I'm at the nail salon, I'm like, you ready? Like, I can't wait to see you, I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like, you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off, like you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like, I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night to land. I think my flight would land like 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you could still come. I'm good. I'm gonna just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that, or whatever the case may be.
First of all, what's the point of getting your daughter if you're going to get a sitter to sit while you go see a chick that just flew into town to meet you, that you only been talking on the phone, like basically texting and stuff on the phone, and finally FaceTime on a Wednesday? Like, no.
So I still go, like, I get my nails and I run to the mall, I get everything I need, I pack my shit, and I tell him like, all right, I'm for the land at this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always fucking last minute. I get to the airport, I board the flight or whatever like that. So before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like Signa or something. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel online, but everything was booked up. So I told him, I'm like, look, everything booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you gotta call. So I called, and like, everything was booked the fuck up. Like, literally, it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find and just book it, and I'm gonna get you from the airport. So I'm like, you know, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like, I'll book the room, but when I land, I expect to get my money back or whatever like that. So I'm on a plane, y'all, The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like, huh? So this when a mishap coming, because I get it. Okay, we supposed to stay at your house originally, but then your child came into play, so now we gotta go stay somewhere else, which is cool because I think a hotel is better anyway because you don't know me and I don't know you, and it's more safer, I feel like. So he like, yeah, like you can pay for the room, I'm gonna fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motherfucking hotel for you to come fuck on me? So he all like, yo, I feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip or whatever the case may be. Yo, so we start arguing or whatever like that. So then the plane land and I'm like, you really arguing over a $300 something hotel, but you scamming. You hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean like $20,000-$30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just felt like if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit the fuck out.
No, you shouldn't have came in the first place because you said he was already acting funny. Like after y'all did a FaceTime phone call, like that was your sign to stay your ass where you was at. That's what should have happened.
I mean, why wouldn't I? Like it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now I agree we wanted to see each other, but still, like, what? So when I landed, the nigga arguing, going all back and forth with shit. So I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter, stay home with your kid, go ahead and bond, I'm cool. Like I ain't even link you no more, etc. Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another nigga. Nigga, what? I took off from my job, stopped one of my business to come see you, and you talking about another nigga? That's your response? Y'all, he kept fucking arguing. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, bro, like if you getting all this money and you got all this motion, all this shit going on, like $300 is nothing. So I'm like, if I book this hotel, you can't come. So that's what the fuck I did. I booked the hotel, and shout out to that Spirit flight attendant because yo, he stayed in that airport with me and found me a hotel. Yo, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had nowhere to stay, like at all. But I booked that hotel, y'all, and I left that nigga on red. Like I stopped responding and I just made it into a solo trip. But I still was just like mad because I trip like Atlanta cool, we used to do that for New Year's, but like just to go and spend that much money, it was just like I could have went somewhere else. Like that was kind of crazy. So me personally, I just feel like his lifestyle got to be kept because I done dealt with some big money niggas. Like I mean rich niggas like that's running businesses to get legit money. I done dealt with a rapper, I'm not gonna say who the fuck he is because he is a big rapper that y'all listen to every single day, and niggas with money ain't complaining. They not doing all that. Like I'm telling you, they not doing all that. Like when you come see them, they have everything into play, everything booked, bitch, your itinerary set up, all that. Like it ain't making sense. So to me, his life was just kept, and to be honest, I never really seen him go out and do nothing or anything of that nature. Like he not in the mall blowing no money. Like he ain't no 5-star restaurants. Like he really don't be doing nothing. Like he might go skate or something, but like other than that, like that nigga don't be really doing shit like with the money he's supposed to have. Like he got all this motion. You would think he'd be tripping like something. Like nah, he not doing none of that. So to me personally, the life is kept, and I was just mad because I felt like damn, like I flew here to see you, and this happened. Never doing it again. And then his excuse was, well, you knew what I had going on and you still came. Nigga, you never told me not to come. When I checked in with you and we spoke, you told me to still come. It wasn't an issue. And you was going to get a sitter. Like, what? That don't even make sense. Like, make it make sense. I would have said the fuck home. I'm not that pressed to see no nigga. Like, bitch, you know I get niggas. Like, what? Be for real. I was just upset at the fact that you still allowed me to come or whatever like that, knowing that you was gonna do that or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying he lying about getting his kid, because bitches do that. Like bitches that know it's a Valentine's Day week or something going on and be like, oh yeah, you not I'm gonna sneak him with the kid because I don't want him to be with no other bitch. So it do be like that, but still, like, come on, yo. Like I don't live down the street, I live in another state. I flew there.
Okay, so I see where she coming from. I see that she went to a whole nother city and she feel like, dang, like you could have just been straight up with me and say don't come. Like you kept giving me the runarounds. You didn't say not come. First you said your daughter, then you said you'll find a babysitter. Like you never told me not to come, so I came. That's why I'm pissed, y'all. But also, like, stop searching for these folks that you think got these nice cars, nice watches, all this money and stuff. Like, material things to you matter, and that's what got you in that situation. If the material things didn't, you wouldn't have kept mentioning it in your story. And this is why things happen, because you looking at what he might can do for you instead of like trying to get to know the person, because y'all didn't even get to know each other that long. And when he started acting funny on that FaceTime call, it probably because he didn't like, you wasn't his type, like, or something. But I hope this is a lesson learned, and next time just stay at home, like, period. But you guys, let's hear what he got to say, because he wound up making a TikTok and making a video addressing the whole situation.
The part one, if you're gonna tell the story, then tell the full truth. You feel me? That's part one though. So look, right, let me get this like straight to y'all. First and foremost, I'm not a YN. You know what I'm saying? I'm 25 years old. You know, but check this out. I'm not from Atlanta at all. You feel me? I live in Atlanta now. I'm from Iraq. You feel me? But all this, like, okay, well, we gonna start off with the whole he flew me out type thing. You know, I never flew out. So this whole oh yeah, he flew me out and put me.
Wait. She didn't say he flew her out. She said she flew out. She never said he did it.
To put me on Spirit Airlines. Shit is cap. You know what I'm saying? I never flew out. I never paid for no flight. You feel me? None of that. You get what I'm saying? Now, I really don't know how to like to work it as far as in like if I can post the messages when I'm talking type shit. I don't know if I can do that shit on here, but I'm finna try it though. Like, you really done fucked up. Let me get in the hang of this shit for real. Cause now I got it figured out so I can go ahead and do these little, you get what I'm saying? So look, right? Now, we just gonna piggyback off of the whole, she said some shit like what for it is. Oh yeah, he got mad with me because I was out of town and texting my kids and all that, like whatever the fuck that's supposed to be about. Anywho, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing at all, you get what I'm saying? Fast forward to these messages, you get what I'm saying? Now look, now check this out. She say like, I supposed to pay for a hotel, or we argued about a hotel or some shit about like some shit with some money, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really pissed me off. Like, that's what made me even get into this whole you dig?
Y'all was. Don't play it off like you got it like that, like y'all wasn't. Y'all was.
Anyway, you feel me? Now, that's my whole thing. Now, I done made it clear that I was getting my daughter Friday. You know what I'm saying? I let her know at 4 p.m. on Friday, like, okay, well, I'm getting my daughter and I'm gonna have her for the weekend, or the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Now, your flight don't leave until...
Isn't this the same day that she's supposed to been flying down there?
Don't leave until 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock at night. Now, by your flight don't leave at 11 o'clock tonight, meaning like, okay, well, I ain't really trying to be mean to you, but like, I'm gonna give you all the signs. What for this? All right, well, I just told you my daughter coming. I done already let you know, like, beforehand. I'm not bringing nobody around my daughter. Like, it ain't none of that type of shit going on, especially no stranger. Like, it ain't none of that going on. I got too much respect for myself, you know what I'm saying, my daughter mama and my daughter alone. People be having weird intentions and shit towards kids, whatever.
You would have had more respect instead of like giving her a sign like you wanted her to come. Be straight up with it and say like, nah, don't even come. Like, you know, I don't want to meet right now, or like, just don't come.
Now, so if I'm letting you know this already on some, like, you feel me, it ain't none of that going on, then off rip, you, like, you feel me, you should have either not even got your ass on the flight for one, because your flight didn't leave until 11 o'clock later on that night. I told you at 4 o'clock. You try to tell me like, oh yeah, I already checked in my flight. Checking in your flight don't mean nothing at all. You know why? Because you still can cancel or like whatever. It don't matter. I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact you can cancel your flight, reservation, whatever, get a refund, whatever. So I let her know, like, you feel me? It's a possible chance that I can get a, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that I can get a babysitter. But like, that one never 100%, you feel me? Like, regardless of me getting a babysitter or not, right? I never, ever was staying at no hotel for one. Like, you're a stranger, you get what I'm saying? I was not doing no shit like that. You a stranger, I don't even know you for real. And you too thirsty, like, you throwing me off for real. You too thirsty, you know what I'm saying? Now, cool. Now, in the mix of all that, right, okay, she get her. Now, she get her, she knew on the plane, like, oh yeah, she had to get her room and shit like that, whatever the case may be. Because of the simple fact, I get to ask her shit like, okay, well, what you finna do as far as in like, hotel wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna help you look for a hotel, like GT, you know what I'm saying? But like, you should be already under the impression, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you not to come for real, because some I gotta let you know I got my.
Under the impression and just thinking that somebody think you don't want them to come is a different thing than you just saying don't come. Like, please don't. If you come, like, we're not gonna see each other.
My daughter. If a nigga telling you like, okay, well, he got his daughter and you can't, he not bringing you around his daughter. My daughter, this, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be here with me. So she gonna be with me, then that mean you can't be here at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that going on. Cool. Long story short, whatever the case may be, she ended up paying for her own flight. You feel me? She ended up paying for her own hotel or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She was mad or whatever the case may be, but my thing is, look, right now, she never not once said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for the hotel, but when I land, give me the money. What? The first thing I told her was, find something that you can afford. You feel me? Like, find something you can afford, whatever in your budget. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this shit ain't about no $300 or no hotel or nothing like that. We never argued about no hotel because I made it clear, like clear as day. Like, okay, well, I'm not sleeping in no hotel. Why in the fuck would I sleep in a hotel? I mean, I got a house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about
the same reason why you just didn't tell her not to come.
Just worried about your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's already them at 1 o'clock in the morning when you land. You gotta.
How was he worried about her well-being, but still had her come instead of being cleared to not come at all?
Have somewhere to sleep at. I don't want you to sleep in the airport or no shit like that. You feel me? Cool. Now she get all that shit done or whatever the case may be. She act like she got an attitude out of this world. She really was on some like selfish shit, like on some like she thought I was gonna put her before my daughter type shit. Like, oh yeah, well, we had plans and what the fuck ever. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is. Don't nobody come before my daughter. You feel me? Now, mind you, like, okay, so that was that whole Friday. Now look, I still text her on Saturday just to make sure like she was good, she was safe. Because at the end of the day, you're not from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You're not from Atlanta at all. I'm not from Atlanta at all. But like, it was just cold that night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh yeah, are you okay? You know, on some like checking up on her type shit. You feel me? See, oh yeah, I had found a room. You know, nothing like everything was regular for real. Now the shit really went left for real that Saturday when it came to the point where it is. She got to text me all like extra thirsty ass shit. Like, you got breath mints and like numbing spray. You know what I'm saying? That shit new to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brush that off. And then you got to ask me shit like, oh yeah, have I ever gave my ass ate? My behind ate? I don't know if TikTok gonna like blur it out or some shit because of that. Hold on, what the fuck? This lady throwing me off now. You know what I mean? You throwing me off. You throwing me all the way off. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, nah, hell no. She won't be seeing me at all. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna link up with you. I'm not finna have sex with you. It ain't none of that going on. Like, you know, I'm cool on it. I'm straight on it. Now, mind y'all, it would never ever be a storyline. It wouldn't be a story time. It wouldn't be none of that. You know why? If I pulled up to see her at that hotel, had I had sex with her, any of that shit, you get what I'm saying? If any of that shit would have went her way as far as in like sexual intercourse, she would have never made a story time. You get what I'm saying? Now, mind you, like, she was scaring me on some like, hold on, what the fuck? Don't be saying no shit like that to be like, you know, you scaring me for real on some shit. Like, you know, like, hold on. You been a little bit too thirsty, you feel me? Now, my whole thing is, on top of you being a little bit too thirsty, right? I mean, on top of her being a little too thirsty, right? I'm just like, all right, okay, whatever. You feel me? Like, now, mind y'all, rewind. We was texting this shit for like probably like a week and a half. I want to say we probably was texting for like a week and a half for real. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't never been on the phone at all. Like, never been on the phone. No, we get on FaceTime for the first time. You feel me? It was like a 3-minute call or some shit like that. But when I first get on the phone, I got my face in the camera. She got her face in the camera. But she got on like these clear glasses. Now, when I say stop playing, put your face in the camera, you know? I don't know if that like rubbed to the wrong way, but I'm just in my head like this not the same person that I was just looking at on Instagram. You feel me? So now, like, I'm not saying she ugly. I'm not taking that from her at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like she not the like what she looked at like on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So it caught.
Yeah, she definitely not an ugly young lady. So, but she probably was not your type, and that's okay. Like, but just say that. Like, be like, you know what, I don't want you to come waste your money getting on a plane, getting a hotel, like, and plus you throwing me off about this freaky stuff, like you going a little too far, you kind of scare me. So like, let's just get to know each other on the phone type situation, and maybe next time, like, coming, just say no, point blank, just say no.
I'm off guard type shit. So now I'm really just trying to like rush her off the phone for real, for real. But like, I'm giving her a cold shoulder to the point where it is like, damn, you not getting the memo. Like, I shouldn't have to say like, okay, well, woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm really giving you a cold shoulder. Like, I'm letting you know what, like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
no, just tell her. Just tell her.
Like, that was throwing me off though, that she didn't look the same. You know what I'm saying? So after that, the conversation went like blank. She texted me that Friday, like, hey love, are you okay? Ooh. And I tell her, she like, am I still coming? Ooh. I didn't respond to no other question, but am I okay? I told her I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm good, but I was dull as hell with her, you feel me? But I'm gonna just show y'all all that shit. I gotta post all that shit. I ain't gonna.
Let me start by saying them screenshots.
So I was just coming to ATL to sleep in a hotel just to be there. I never not once said that. I'm not saying that. What I'm telling you is, that's where you were going to be sleeping at, because of the simple fact, we made it clear already that my daughter was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done already made it clear that, oh yeah, ain't nobody coming around my daughter and shit. Like that was like set in stone. So why are you acting so confused as to why you didn't know what the whole hotel shit came apart? Like, why would I have to sleep in a hotel? We never even.
Let me start by saying them screenshots did nothing. Okay? Let's make that clear. Because all that is the aftermath of me basically expressing how I feel, which I don't think is wrong or whatever. Because what he did was fucked up. That's basically just me just telling him, like, okay, that shit got me upset. It bothered me. Like, but who wouldn't be bothered by that if somebody brought you somewhere to see them and that happened? To that nigga to post them screenshots or whatever, when he told me, I said, do you still want me to come? And he said, yeah, or whatever, and how he gonna have a sitter and etc. To that nigga to post that, because he ain't post that. He ain't post them. So that nigga to post that shit about the hotel, because he ain't post that neither.
I want to see all the screenshots. I want to see all of them. Y'all done went viral. His page hit millions on every video. Her first natural post hit millions. Like, show everything. Like,
post some in the shit. Like, be for real. Come on. Trying to make it seem as though, oh, I was just trying to come between you and your daughter, babe. That's not true. What are you talking about? Like, but I'm gonna ask someone on this video.
Hey, shit, you come down, I'm down for whatever. Like, it really don't matter for real, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on, like, the day you come for real, you know? Because, shit, you gotta also think about if you come during the week, I mean, I always go to a little lounge or some shit like that for real. But if you come on the weekend, most of the time, everything got shit to do with sections that you gotta reserve. I mean, but if you just, like, want to do, like, some little fun, chill shit or bowling or a place to go eat or something, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, like, then that's cool too. Like, I'm really down for whatever.
I just feel like the whole thing went left when they did that FaceTime call and she was not his type. I just feel like he should have been straight up honest with her. Like, look, you're not my type. I'm not trying to be funny. You know, you're not ugly or anything, but you're just not my type. And plus, the stuff that you're talking about is turning me off. Like, I don't like the sexual stuff that you're talking about. Like, that's not what type of time I'm on. And plus, I'm going to have my daughter and I'm not going to get a babysitter because I'm supposed to be keeping her. Like, it all went left because he didn't know how to communicate that he didn't want her to come, and she didn't know how to read between the lines when he was like giving her the cold shoulder and stuff and be like, you know what, this is weird, like, I'm not going. So I hope this is a lesson learned, like, with other people. Like, communication is key. And Instagram and these social medias can be fake, honey. Like, it's all kinds of stuff involved, makeup, filters, etc. So you guys be aware, use your common sense, and stay out of trouble. You guys, don't forget to comment down below what you think about this story. Don't forget to like, comment, join the family by subscribing. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a blessed day. Peace.